my Friday today because I am driving down to the city. I'm actually going to stay at my dad's tonight because I am meeting an old coworker to pick up some of the resources I left in my classroom for her. And I figured they want to be in and out tomorrow, so instead of me facing rush hour traffic on the way down, I figured I would take a nice leisurely stroll stroll down to my dad's tonight, crash there, and then get a head start on it tomorrow. And then the weather has been very flip-floppy as to whether it's going to be a good weekend or a crummy weekend, and apparently now it's not going to be as annoying and wet and bleh as it was supposed to be. So I am heading to the cottage, but Scott is already going to be up there because he is currently helping a friend move vanity for his ensuite. So he just did that, so he's on his way. I think he's probably going to the cottage right now. He's probably finished helping our friend Jeff. So originally he was going to go up tonight, hang around a little bit tomorrow, and then come home in the evening, but now he's coerced me into driving up, which, not gonna lie, not a big fan. I really do hate when we both have our cars up at the cottage, but that's just me not wanting to drive by myself because I don't really enjoy it. But I got some good news today where it looks like I have a teaching position come September, at least for the first semester, and that was kind of sprung on me really randomly, so I'm very excited for that. Of course, now I'm getting very nervous, but on the upside is I have, 2 months to mentally prepare for all of that. But also, I've talked to the department heads, and yeah, like they're really willing to help and all that stuff, which is really good. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's very exciting. So kind of just sharing it a little bit at a time with people and just kind of enjoying a very quiet road. I took the back routes down. It was only like, I don't know, a 7-minute difference between the main highway route and this route. This one's a little bit longer, but honestly, I'm really just enjoying the lack of traffic and just kind of like a smooth drive. And the weather's really lovely. It's nice and bright. So yeah, just thought I would hop on quickly and yammer at you, but just wanted to share what's going on. In fact, my weekend plans now all changed, but that is life. I am hoping when I'm in the city to check out a couple of Winners locations because I really desperately need a mirror for our powder room, because our family housewarming is in like 2 weeks, because my birthday is in a week. So yeah, it must be 2 weeks away. So kind of I'm on the crunch for that. And I think that I might buy some paint for my bathroom, for like the guest bathroom, technically speaking, but my bathroom. I want to do not necessarily an accent wall, but I don't want it to all be blue anymore, but I don't want to paint all of the bathroom this particular color. So I've got a couple of paint chips that I was deciding amongst, and it's really funny because everyone gravitated towards the same one I did. And by everyone, I mean like my dad and friends that we had up a couple weekends ago. So I'm going to try and grab a couple more of them, I think. Just to kind of splatter a little bit more, to kind of do a larger swath of color before actually purchasing. I'm probably just going to do the little sample pots like I always do. So if you're new, fun fact, especially if you're Canadian, I'm sure it works still in the States. I don't know all the details though, but I go to Home Depot and I get Behr paint, and I did our whole accent wall in the dining room at our townhouse a green color, which I absolutely loved, and we're going to do something similar in the new living room. But I literally bought 4 of those little samplers. I only used 3, and it was cheaper than buying the smallest can of paint. So if you're only doing one wall or small surface area, I highly recommend just picking up a couple of those so you don't have excess paint, because I just hate having paint cans around. So that is my 2 cents for you. but I think I can get away with just a couple of those. We'll see. And then I might do my dining room, and I'm really, really hoping that I can get all that done before we have the housewarming and not tell anybody, so that when they show up, they're like, what? Because I like little surprises like that. I'm also trying to figure out what we're going to cook for food, and I want to do, we have so many serving platters and like cheese boards and all that jazz, so I do kind of want to make some sweets and like some other treats and baked things, but obviously I have time to figure that out. But I just really want to bake more. I've decided. I'm also, now that my sewing machine is up and running, thanks to my sister-in-law, I want to make some of my pillowcases for the couch so that I can but I can put away the buffalo plaid until the fall, because I'm a little bit sick of looking at it. It was supposed to just be Christmas cushions, and then I never put the old cushion covers back on. So yeah, gotta figure that one out. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my drive, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Happy hot Friday. So I've just finished up at my old school, got to talk with a couple of my coworkers for the last 40 minutes, which was lovely, nice catching up. Had more stuff left behind than I thought, and then had to find some more. But I thought I would come to the giant Winners and Home Sense in Burlington that I used to frequent quite a bit when I was at work here, and I thought maybe it would be in my favor to find a mirror here today for our powder room. So I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday on my little driving down shenanigans, but I need a mirror that is no smaller than 2 foot by 2 foot. I can do a 2 by 3 foot. That's kind of like the max size I can do. I don't really want a circular one. I don't know if it's going to work because the wall itself would need refinishing because of the different mirrors that have been there over the years. So a rectangle or some sort of like top arch would be perfect. I don't even know if an oval would work, but I have the rough measurements. I was going to bring a measuring tape, but most of the mirrors do have measurements on them. So we'll see. And if I find something, stick it in the back trunk. It's already getting so hot in my car without having my air on. So I'm going to go into the store and let's see if we can find something. Maybe. Good morning. As you would have just seen, we tried a new farmer's market and there was all of 5 stalls. Now it was raining this morning, so I don't know if they're just fair weather marketers or if it's just tiny, but we picked up these, what were they? Butter tart squares. And I have to open it, my hands are full. And it's good. So I will say that the butter tart square is quite tasty. I'm also wearing a denim jacket because when it was raining when we left, I thought it was going to be cooler, but it's actually quite muggy, so I can have to take it off. We're trying to figure out if we go to the berry market. We weren't going to because we were coming here, but now we're a little bit disappointed, so we're kind of like, now that we're out of the house, do we continue? Anything else on the docket for today? It's kind of going to be a lazy home day because obviously yesterday was quite busy for both of us being in various areas. But I have to eat this because this is my breakfast and I'm starving. And hopefully we can get a cup of tea somewhere.
That's cool.
Alright, berry market, success. We ended up picking up some empanadas, some churros, and some Indian. Because that's our MO at the market. Look for some food. And the rain has thankfully held off. I wouldn't say it's not gone because the skies are really gloomy. But yeah, we're gonna get some tea and then we're gonna head home and relax. Good afternoon, everyone. So yesterday was a bit of a blur once I came home. I literally just like vegged out on the chair until Scott came home, and then I don't even know, I don't think I did anything else. But I didn't get to share with you guys Winners. I was basically on the phone either with Scott or my dad the entire time I was in there, so I completely forgot to get any footage. But I did successfully get a mirror for the powder room. I'm thrilled. I'm very happy about that. So we haven't set it up yet, but it is like placed like on the vanity against the wall. So I found the one that I picked up, which has like a gray wood frame and it's thin. So the mirror that was originally in the bathroom, I might also include that here.
was a like frameless piece of glass. There's only one mirror there out of the entire stock that was like a frameless one, but it was like a sunburst round mirror, and it was too big for what we were needing, and not really quite my cup of tea. And the rest are either like black or white or gold. And the black and whites, majority of them were like a wood style. The gray wood I ended up picking, they did have a black one, which of course I gravitated to more, but it was like, it was dinged in too many places where I was like, I can notice it on the shelf. I'm like, you're gonna notice it when it's hung up. And then my other conundrum with it was the fact that our vanity is very much like a golden yellow finish, which I don't understand because there is no other wood in this house that's that color. So evidently that's like the OG vanity and they never changed it, or for whatever reason they decided that one needed to be different. I don't know. So I thought the gray was gonna look kind of funny at first. So I picked up a white one, but the white trim on the frame was a little bit thicker, so a little bit more like you noticed it, and I like the idea of not really seeing much of a frame. So I picked up a couple of them, went back and forth with my dad and Scott of like their opinions and their thoughts, and I decided, you know what, I'll pick up the gray one. But I came home and honestly I really do like it, and because we have like all chrome kind of finishes in that bathroom, the light fixture being chrome, really like it works. And if down the road we decide that we can stain the vanity, then I would totally do that, but honestly I don't think anyone else is gonna care, so it is what it is. But I did end up picking up some sheets for the Murphy bed, which I'm hoping we can, if not fully set up this weekend, at least clarify that it's actually gonna fit in the dining room. So you guys have heard me talk about this a lot recently, and now that we have it, it is different than what we were expecting, but still like can't complain. I'm used to the Murphy beds that like fold down, I guess, lengthwise, and this one folded down widthwise, which like I'm not mad at because I don't really care the configuration. It's not as tall as I thought it was going to be, which is good because we weren't sure it was going to like dominate the wall. Now that's not the style we were looking for, and it's only a double, not a queen, but again, can't complain. But we've never owned a double bed or a full bed or whatever. I had a twin growing up at my dad's place. Scott's had a queen. We had a queen prior to our king. So I've got twin sheets, queen sheets, king sheets, but no doubles or fulls. So I figured, hey, I'm at Winners. I'm like, let me just kind of like muck about and see what I can find. And of course I was drawn heavily to like the grays, the white and grays, and I really had to resist. And then I was thinking, I saw this one set from Nautica that was white with a thin blue pinstripe and like a stylized sailboat, and it was super cute, and it would work for the room right now because we still have the blue accent wall. But I was like, we changing that, we're making it green hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So I was like, I want sheets that complement that. So I may have found some sage green ones, so I was quite happy about that. And you know, they're pretty soft. I don't want anyone like to be uncomfortable, but I'm also not dealing with fussy pants over here who's like, it's not soft enough for me. But like, it is pretty soft. It's a nice light sage green. I might try and get a better picture here of like the color because the light is blowing it out, but I think it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna wash these in a minute. I want to show you them before I took them all out of the packaging. And then I was very good at resisting going into like the Winners aspect. It's a Winners HomeSense giant location, so it's both in one shop. So I contained myself. I could easily spend well over an hour, sometimes even 2 hours in that kind of shop because there's so much to look at. But I was like, you only need a couple things. So I veered a little bit, but not too much. But I ended up picking up this giant shower gel. They had so many smells, and I kept picking them up and like opening them to figure out which one I wanted the most. Oh, and this one is a peach Bellini. So the brand is Pink Sky. Again, most brands at Winners, like, I don't know, I always kind of think they're like a bargain brand one, even though I know they have stuff from Sephora and like actual name brand things. But this is the Peach Bellini Scented Shower Gel with shea butter and vitamin E, and this is, it says summer peaches and vanilla splash. They all had like a little descriptor on them, and I think there was 4 or 5 flavors, and they all had, or scents, I guess not, 'cause you're not eating them, but they smelled pretty good. There was one like, it was a mint something, and I was like, no. But they had one that was a cucumber. I think they specified it was cantaloupe. I'm pretty sure it was Fruits and Passions that had it, like the OG cucumber melon. But yeah, that was a late 90s, early 2000s scent, if I ever did see one. So yeah, I just figured like I still have lots of mine, but mine is more of a scrub. And I just thought it'd be nice to kind of spice it up. And I also just like loved the packaging. Like they all had their own little color theme. And then something I got is the Body Prescriptions Berry Sweet Strawberry Scented Exfoliating Body Scrub. And it was a pretty hefty tub. And again, 5 or 6 different flavors of this, and I opened all of them, and they have a seal on them. So I didn't touch the seal. I just like gave it a whiff. And I was so torn because a lot of them were like, I felt like they were like an all right scent, but I couldn't quite smell them. I didn't want to open it for hygiene purposes. But this one actually had like a strong enough scent, so I was torn between this one and like a lemon one. That was the quick little winners haul, because again, did not want to go crazy. And I don't really think I finished vlogging anything yesterday, but I think I left it off where I said I was going to the cottage. Obviously not. We decided that we were just gonna come home. I came home, Scott came back from the cottage when he finished work. So this morning you saw that we went to the farmer's market on the way home, and I'm just chilling. That's just what I'm doing right now. I am basically in summer mode, but I still really want to be productive, and I'm not there yet. I'm kind of like, let me just take today to veg, because yesterday was a lot of driving. There's a lot going on. So I was like, I need a little recoup day. I'm not a big fan of driving, like long distances. It's just not my cup of tea. I have to bring all the stuff that I brought from my old school yesterday. It's in my garage, so I want to kind of better organize all of the school stuff, because there's a lot of things that I won't need some ever again, really, but it's just kind of good resources. And then some stuff that I will need, because I don't know if it's for sure yet by the time this video goes up, but it looks like I might have a position for September for the first semester. Nothing's written in stone yet, but it was brought to my attention the other day, my last day of work Thursday, so I will need some of my teaching stuff back out, but not lots. So that might be a thing. It's not confirmed, but it looks like it might happen, so I guess I can sort of share that. But yeah, so I'll need a little bit of stuff for September, so I figured might as well just organize it and do a better job of it. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go veg out. Good afternoon, everyone. So, a bit of a slow start this morning. Honestly, when it comes to summer break, I so easily fall back into my night owl routines. It's really not good because my body's still like, get up in the morning. So the last couple nights have been late nights for me comparatively to during the school year. So I have slept in. This morning we had a huge thunderstorm. And that's something Scott and I were looking forward to all weekend, and it never really came. Like there was some rain, but it never really came. And then this morning, just out of nowhere, got so dark. There was thunder and lightning, and we sat outside under the gazebo and just enjoyed it. And it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoy a good thunderstorm. So that was a good chunk of my morning, and I'm kind of just figuring things out, so I won't get into it in this vlog, but there will be an upcoming vlog in a couple weeks time, most likely, for our housewarming and like the prep to the housewarming. So you might notice something a little bit different. Our painting is already gone from the dining room. We got a few things to do. I'm so excited. It's also 5 days until my birthday. How did that happen? I don't know. And I'm planning a fun little surprise, not to do with my birthday, but just a fun little surprise in general. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of leave this here, and you will see all of the pre-housewarming bits and bobs in that upcoming video. So hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.